Hello and welcome to this course. My name is Elliot Rossiter. I will be your instructor for Ethics Philosophy 3320. So what I want to do in this video is just kind of give you an overview of the syllabus, the course website. I'm unfortunately not able to be with you in person this week. I have some family events that are keeping me in Ontario for the first week of September, but I will be with you in person during the second week. So normally in the first class, what we do is just kind of, introductions and going over the syllabus and answering any questions that you have. So that's what I'm going to kind of cover in this video here. So what we'll do is we'll look at the syllabus, then just some overview of the course website. So let's take a look at the syllabus here. So syllabus, you should be seeing this on your own website. If you are having any trouble finding anything, just please feel free to always email me if you have any questions. If the syllabus, I'm not quite sure what it looks like on your end, but if it's too small, just pause this video and download it and open it up on your own screen. So my name there is Elliot Rossiter. Feel free to call me Elliot if you want to be informal, or Dr. Rossiter if you want to be formal. Either is totally fine with me. So we'll be meeting on Wednesdays from 9:30 a.m. till 12:20 p.m. We usually take a 15-minute break or so. And then our first in-person class will be next week in S0670 in the south part of the main building in New Westminster campus. My office is M3317, and I'm quite happy to meet you for office hours. After class, I'm pretty flexible on Wednesdays. So if you want to talk about anything course-related, assignments, any other questions you have, or content you want me to go over, really anything ethics and philosophy related, I'm quite happy to chat. And talking to students in person usually quite warms my heart. So really, please feel free to drop by. Best way to get in touch with me is by email. So my email there is rossiter@douglascollege.ca. I technically have a phone number there, but it goes to a Teams app, and I'm not quite sure exactly how to use the app very well. So really, email is the best way to get in touch with me, and I'm usually pretty quick at applying. So course content, I will go over that in our first week. We'll be looking primarily at different kinds of ethical theories. So if you have taken an ethics class already, this course is a little bit more theoretical. We look a little bit less at case studies and more at ethical theory. Although if you haven't taken an ethics class or a philosophy class before, even though this is a third year class, it's really still kind of introductory class. So if you haven't taken those things, don't feel like you're going to be left behind. I won't really be presuming that you have taken any ethics classes already. Okay, so we'll go over that in our first in-person class. So the next questions you might have are around what kind of assignments we'll have. So the first assignment will be an essay, and I break that down into 3 parts: an abstract, which is a short outline, and then I put you in groups together based on your topics, and you give each other feedback in the workshop component, and that's all online, and I'll give you feedback too. And then those 2 things get used really to develop that into a full essay. Next thing we'll be having is a presentation. So in the last couple of weeks of class, we'll be having presentations, and I'll go over these things in class with you in terms of how to do them, everything. Same thing with the reflection paper there. So we'll have a midterm in class and then a final exam during the final exam break in December, and I will give you a sample exam in advance of each of those. It will obviously have different questions. There'll be a little bit of overlap in terms of content and themes, of course, but it's really just to give you a sense of the structure of the kinds of exams that I give and to help you as a study aid. Next question you might have is about textbooks. So you don't need to buy a textbook for the course. Everything that you need will be freely available on Blackboard, and I will show you where those readings are in a moment here. So you can see the class schedule. There's no readings for the first week. We're just, take a look at this video and familiarize yourself with the course website and start doing some readings for next week. That's really what you should focus on. So I put all the readings there, and you can find all these readings on the Blackboard course website. So if we go through and look at due dates, The paper first assignment is in October, first half of October there, so you can see the abstracts due on the 6th, workshop on the 13th, and essay due on the 20th. We then have our midterm on October the 23rd, which will cover the content obviously beforehand. Again, I'll give you a sample midterm, and I will go over kind of what my expectations are for questions for that. Presentations will be happening in November, and then you also have a reflection paper due in November as well. Again, I'll go over those things in class in a lot of detail. So the last week of class will be catch up and review. I will give you a sample final exam, and if there's any content we didn't get to, we will cover it there. And then I will schedule you for a presentation on either November the 20th or the 27th. But all of that will be posted to the Blackboard course website. So please take a look at the college's academic integrity policy. This is important. I want to, as I think about these things, to really approach you with a posture of trust. And I know that most students really want to do the right thing. And so I will don't want to be overly suspicious of you, but I will ask you to just please not use ChatGPT or any other kind of AI tools in your writing. We'll talk about that in a bit more detail around the assignments, but really, the act of writing is integral to the act of thinking, and so you really shortchange yourself when you don't, engage in the act of doing writing yourself. You can look through the policy around missed exams and late assignments, but really what I would say is if you're anticipating any challenges, it's really best to try to proactively communicate with me. So talk to me early. Usually, if you've got things that are challenging or difficult, we can talk through those things, and I'm quite happy to help as best as I'm able. Technology, I'm okay with you using laptops in the class. Just use them for classroom purposes only. Please respect the space. If you're looking at things that aren't class related, it not only distracts you, but can distract others. And then I would just generally ask you to not use your smartphone in class. Communication, I send announcements out on a semi-regular basis through Blackboard that will go to your student email account or any other, whatever email account you have linked to your student account. So please check that regularly. And then I reply to emails usually within a day or two. Okay, again, if I didn't cover anything there that you want to know or you still have questions, please really feel free to email me. So let's take a look at the course page here. So there's a little section there about your instructor. It's just got some biographical details about me. If you're curious, I will not be offended in the least if you don't look at that. There's no need. There will be no biographical questions about me on any of the exams. But if you're curious, feel free to click there, including my own, research interests and stuff. Okay, so readings. All the readings you need will be in this folder here. You just click to expand that. And you can see here, for instance, in week 2, all the virtue ethics readings are there. So I'd ask you to start working on that in advance of next week's class. And then there are still some weeks that I haven't yet added further on in the class, but I will put those all up there pretty soon. Other things that you will see here are assignments that I'll post about that, sample midterms, any of the lecture slides, all that stuff I will post up here, but I'll also go through it in class and show you in class just kind of what's there and how to use it. So lastly, again, if you have any questions, really please feel free to email me if you want to book an appointment. I'm more than happy to chat. But otherwise, I will see you all next week, and I very much look forward to meeting you all in person. And welcome to the course.